All right, fellas, ladies, we are ready to rock some MLB information for the night. Hopefully your day slate's going well, and you are ready to win some money playing basketball and baseball this evening.
Yeah, let's get it, man. Excited to talk this one out with you as always.
Yes, sir, Bub. Let's do it, guys. Weekly and monthly memberships available through the website. You get both sports with them, so it's a great time to buy because you get double the sports for the price of one. Subscribe to the station if you're brand new to it, and let's move over to our starting pitcher for the day. So Darvish fits a couple of things that we like. First off, you and I like good starting pitchers coming off of bad starts. You know, mediocre and bad starting pitchers doesn't mean as much to us, but a good starting pitcher like Darvish coming off one of his worst performances of the year, we prefer that. Get a little bit more locked in throughout the week. You know, take your rest, think about how things went. You get locked in, you're ready to rock next start out. He's got big K upside every time he gets out on the mound. And while the Mets lineup is getting a little bit healthier right now, they got Pete Alonso back. They're still without a lot of their best players, so they're a bit of a weaker lineup right now. At nighttime, so Petco Park used to be like the elitist of the elite pitching parks. And then they moved the fences in like a decade ago. And since then, it can be kind of hitter friendly during the day sometimes, but at night, you get that coolness and the ball does not travel. So it's a nice advantage for starting pitchers. And for my money, he's got the highest upside on the board right here.
Yeah, a lot to like about Darvish. The only thing I'll disagree with you is that you said we prefer, him coming off of a rough start like that. Wouldn't say I prefer him coming off a rough start like that, but certainly don't mind it with an elite starter like this. Always, of course, I'd rather have these guys pitch gems every time they're out there, but that's not the case. Usually when these guys do have rough outings, they come back and pitch really well the next time out. That's what we're banking on here. Against the Mets lineup that looks better right now. Lindor is finally starting to swing a hot bat. Pete Alonso's back, but there's certain world beaters. Darvish is one of those elite aces. A lot to like here in all formats.
All right, moving on down the list. Oh, boy. So something happened right here. I'm not getting all the guys. I just did the wrong order. That's on me. I'm sorry, guys. I'm not the brightest bulb in the bunch. All right, let's get back to what we were talking about. And let's start with KETEL MARTE as a cash lock. 69 DK points over the past 4 days. The Milwaukee game for cash games, Arizona-Milwaukee makes a lot of sense to target a few pieces from this one. We talked about his counterpart tonight, Anderson. He's the definition of a mediocre pitcher. You don't mind taking advantage of some hot hitters like KETEL MARTE. Nice place to hit tonight. Warm weather in Wisconsin. The ball should be popping like it was the other day. Marte's a good player, getting healthier by the day, on a hot run right now, only 4,100, switch hitter. He should be relatively popular tonight. He's one of the first guys I'm looking at for cash games.
Yeah, a lot to like here. I'm a huge Marte fan. His price tags just hardly ever make sense. Sometimes he's way too expensive for bad spots. Sometimes he's way too cheap for good spots. Today's one of those days. No reason he should be 4,100 in this spot. He's got big power and speed upside. A lot to like here. I mean, even if you're not looking to stack the Diamondbacks, he looks like an elite one-off.
Next up, we got your boy CARLSON. So, I mean, I don't know if he's actually the greatest hitter, but who do you think the greatest hitter of all time is? I got 3 names for you. It's Dylon, Dylon, and Dylon. And if you get that reference, we can be friends. This guy is scorching at the plate right now.
Yeah, red hot. Homered off Buehler last night. Really affordable part of a St. Louis lineup. I think is sneaky today. And CARLSON looks to be one of their better pieces right now. Again, seeing the ball really well. Switch hitter. Hitting second in this lineup. I like him quite a bit in this spot.
A lot to like right here. Gets a young pitcher who could definitely get torched. We talked about this game ad nauseum within the members only video. If it was in Cincinnati, I think I would just be full-out stacking this game 3 times. Because it's in St. Louis, which is a pitcher park, I'm still going to have exposure. I think CARLSON might be my favorite overall piece from the game.
Yeah, for sure.
All right, going to go right back to the Brewers against Arizona. There's a couple Milwaukee guys in play today, but I think my favorite of the bunch is going to be going to a catcher position. Catcher's always a harder place to get consistent players from because your weakest hitters aren't usually, or your strongest hitters aren't usually from the catcher spot. Narvaez is having a nice season. Bats from the left side, so he's got the platoon advantage. He's only 3,600, probably be batting right in the middle of the lineup tonight. Great weather to be hitting in Wisconsin today. It is beautiful outside right now, so it's going to be nice and hot. Roof probably open, ball jumping tonight. And I think there is a good chance for the Brewers to get to the young starting pitcher tonight. And I think Narvaez, from a price point and position perspective, is one of my favorite plays.
Yeah, I mean, a lot to like about Narvaez here. The other side of this game, talked about it with Marte. Milwaukee's also in a good spot. Narvaez is very affordable at 3,600. Really good against right-handed pitching, and a lot to like about him here.
Yeah, I'm going to go out on a limb and say there's not as many home runs as the other night when the Tigers and the Brewers went off for like 10 or 11 combined home runs. But there's going to be some home runs in this game. I would bet good money on that. And you're going to want to at least give a look when you're setting your lineups tonight.
I'm with it.
All right, next up, R to the Rizzo. Tell us about Anthony Rizzo tonight, young man.
Yeah, so he came back a couple games ago, has 25 DK points in those 2 games. Gets a matchup with Desclafani here, who doesn't look great right now. He had a few starts in the middle, or few starts, month and a half ago where he looked really, really good. Has come back down to earth. And I like the Cubs in this spot. Even if you don't want to like all out stack them like I do, Rizzo is one of my favorite one-offs on the board. Again, elite power upside in this spot. Won't get much love at 5,300. And while he doesn't have amazing numbers off Desclafani, he's got a few home runs, and he matches up really well against Desclafani. So a guy I'm looking at hard, especially as a tournament play.
Yes, Desclafani's had issues in his career with giving up lefty power. So you're going to get Rizzo tonight at below 5%. And in baseball, you know how that can play out.
Yeah, amen to that.
All right, folks, click the thumbs up button if you don't mind, and we will see you guys tomorrow as we continue to talk more baseball and basketball.
Thanks, guys.